Hey guys, buenos dias. Welcome to another video of Mike in Mexico here. Today I wanted to address an issue that is on my mind because it's the second time I heard about this happening, and honestly, it pisses me off, bro. Okay, let me start from the beginning. I normally have a conversation with my Uber drivers that take me to La Linea, to my apartment to La Linea. Not every single time, but a lot of times. It's a good way for me to practice mi español and be able to speak better. And it's a trip because I remember speaking to one of my Uber drivers that was taking me to the line months ago, and we were talking about all the Americans, that are living in Ciudad de Mexico, that are working remotely, and the gente are getting mad because it's gentrification and prices are going up. And well, uh, I mean, that's going to happen when people see that cost of living is better when you're making dollars. But I made a comment that, look at San Miguel de Allende. A lot of times Americans move there. And I mean, a lot of times there are some Americans that go there and just, they're not wanting to learn Spanish. And I'm like, man, that's a trip. How could you be in Mexico and like not want to learn Spanish, and then they just hang out with each other, you know. Expats kicking back with each other. You're trying to make a new America over there, or what, bro? And I'm not saying all you Americans in San Miguel de Allende are like that, but I'm just saying the difference of moving over here and just being a straight up American and moving over here and actually immersing yourself in la cultura aquí, because this is a wonderful, wonderful culture here, man. It's very warm. And okay, so my driver was telling me that he took one American to La Linea and that this man was getting angry at him because he wasn't speaking English, and no hablo inglés, no hablo inglés. You're in Mexico. And he was telling me that this gentleman was getting angry with him and saying, "Why don't you speak English? I can't believe it." And I'm like, oh my God, the audacity that you would cross La Linea into Mexico and expect people to speak English. You know what? I mean, I know America's been a great big superpower for a long time, but the audacity and like, where do you come off? I mean, that kind of thing is just beyond me. The other night, okay, um, I was having a conversation with a different Uber driver, okay, a young man, and I was like, "Hey, man, ¿cómo está? Es la día para usted, and es muy ocupado ahorita." And then he answered me in English. He's like, "Nah, man, it's not that busy right now. It's cool, muy tranquilo." And so he spoke English, and we were talking and talking and talking, and he was telling me how he used to work in San Francisco up north, for like 15 years. And we come around to this conversation again. Okay, about I'm telling him my goal is to become completely remote, so I don't have to cross the line and hard time it like all of us that are crossing the line to San Diego solamente para trabajar. And we got to talking, and I happened to mention that it's a trip when I hear about Americans coming over here and then getting angry because nobody speaks English. I mean, okay. And he goes, "Oh, this is his story. 100% true." Okay, 100% true. He goes, my microphone on here. He goes, I picked up a group of uh, uh, Americans and drove them. I think he said to Ensenada. Okay, and I'm imagining they were youngsters, just because of the kinds of things that they were saying. I hope that they would be. And he was telling me that he wasn't saying anything, and all of a sudden they start talking shit about him in English while he's driving them to their location in Ensenada or Rosarito, where all you other Americans are. And I'm like, "Are you serious, man?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's all they were saying, "Look at this fool. He lives in La Frontera in the border and he can't even speak English," and on and on. And I'm like, "Oh my God." And I go, "And what did you do?" And he goes, I began to speak English and I told him, "Hey man, why don't you relax about what you're saying because I can understand you." And I'm like, and he's like, and I still took them to their location and I just explained to them, you don't want to be speaking like that, um, talking crap about people to their face because there's a lot of people that speak and understand English here. And I'm like, and that's all you did? You're nice. You're being way too nice. If that was me, man, and I don't know, I picked up some Thai people because Thai people never recognize that I'm Thai, and they started talking about me like that. You know what I would do? I'd pull the car over and I'd speak in my language. Okay, I'd say "Oklot Dioni." Okay, that's what I'd say if it was Thai people. I'm just saying. That means get out of my car right now. Get out right now. I would have kicked them out of my car, man. I'm like, you still drove them to their location? Wow. I would not have the patience for that. I'm not that nice. You disrespect me like that, bro, while I'm doing a job for you, I'm gonna pull over and tell you to get out. Simple as that. My message today is to you Americans over there that cross over the line here and do that kinds of stuff. Don't come over here, man. Don't come to Tijuana. Don't even come to Mexico, okay? Just stay over there. You know why, man? Because you battles are messing it up for the rest of us that actually want to be here. We actually want to be here. We want to live here. We want to make our lives here. We're trying to start over, okay? We want to live in esta cultura aquí. We we like it. I love it here. I want to be here. And you guys are making us look bad. If you're this type of American, don't come over here, man. Just stay over there with all the problems and otro lado, everything happening. Don't come over here and mess it up for those of us, especially those of us that live here and have to cross the line to go to work in San Diego 9, 10 hours a day and come back and just have energy to do nothing, just go to sleep. Those of us that live here like that, our lives are far from perfect. You understand me? It's far from perfect. We are I'm just going to talk about myself, man. I'm escaping LA to come over here to Tijuana to cut my financial costs, cut by more than half. But my life is not perfect because I still got to cross that dang line every day. I'm always running into people. Hey, what's up, bro? You know, we're all doing that. Our lives are far from perfect because we still gotta, take the effort and deal with crossing the line without sentry. Okay, just to go over there and hustle to come back over here so we can have a better quality of life. And you guys that come over here and act like that, I don't know what kind of entitlement or those are the only kinds of people that I can think of that are gonna come over here and do dumb stuff like that, say dumb stuff like that. You want to come over here and disrespect the gente? This is not America, man. This is not America where everybody's all robotic and everything. You're ordering your quarter pounder with cheese on a touch screen. You know, this is not the place to do that, man. Don't come over here and try to turn Tijuana or Mexico, in fact, into Los Angeles #2. Please don't do that. You know, leave LA where it is. If you're gonna come over here and act like that, don't come over here, man. Just stay home, okay? Because you are giving us a bad name. Doesn't it seem like, and I'm not political or anything, but it seems like everybody hates Americans all over the world. And can you blame them? I mean, let's just keep the topic to Tijuana, okay? My suggestion, if you're going to move to Tijuana over here, you know, is just be open to at least learning some Spanish. You don't have to, you know, try to be fluent right away. But the gente here appreciate when you are speaking their language. It's their country, okay? I mean, man, they appreciate it. And siempre, I'm always saying, disculpa, mi español es muy mal. And nobody's ever said, you pocho, you can't even speak that. Nobody's ever talked to me like that. They've always said, no pasa nada, no pasa nada. Your español es muy bien. Okay. People are welcoming here. And you fools that come over here and do dumb stuff like that are like, honestly, I mean, you're messing it up for us. Because you know why? You guys are going to go back home after. And then you leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And everybody thinks Americans are idiots and a-holes and disrespectful. I'm trying not to cuss. Okay. I mean, you know what? In the middle of Tijuana, right here, there's a huge Haitian community. Okay, Haitians, not African Americans. And I always ask Uber drivers, "Hey, what's your opinion of the Haitian community here?" Just I want to get people's opinion, and everyone says, "Oh, Haitians are good people. They're hardworking. They work hard." You know, and there's you know, there's none of that racism that you get in LA, like crazy segregated everywhere. I mean, much less now than when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s. I mean, so, well, guys, that's my message for today. Okay. You Americans are going to come over here and get angry at La Gente for not speaking English. Just stay the F home, man. Stay the F home because you're messing it up for me and all the other Americans, transplants here that are living over here in Playas and Rosarito. You're messing it up for us, okay? And you come over here and do whatever you do and you just go back home, to otro lado, and we have to deal with your mess. We have to end up cleaning up your mess that you left, man. Come on, bro. Well, I don't want to keep rambling and complaining and complaining and complaining about this. Okay. um I'm gonna go about my day and try to have a good day. So, thank you for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all you new subscribers. I really do. And I appreciate um, every single comment that anyone leaves because I'm always learning something new. And I will be back with another video soon. Okay. Buen día, guys. Have a good day. God bless. Que te vaya bien. Bye.